Well, this just might turn out to be a very dark episode in the history of Lusitania La Rosa. A lot of clubs are chasing our top striker Pietro Pellegri. No biggie, you might say, he seemed happy at the club. I agree, but one of those teams chasing him is Liverpool. Hey guys, my name is Jochen and welcome to part 26 of Iberian Sun, a football manager adventure played on Google Stadia. If you like the series so far, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more football manager videos. Since you were last here, which was the Benfica game, we have done quite alright. We have beaten Braga, so we have our little revenge for kicking us out of the League Cup, the bastards. And then we also have beaten Portimonense away in the league 3-0. We are playing against Tobol, the Kazakhstan side, in the Euro Cup 2. We already drew the first leg away, which was awful because Tobol is a crappy team and we should have beaten them. But as you can see from these match stats, it is safe to say we in a way got football managered. So at least we drew, we didn't lose, and we scored an away goal. Now I'm still pretty confident we can totally beat them at home, so we will redeem ourselves, hopefully, today when we play the second leg. But first, we play also at home our good friends from Pinafil in the league. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, there is some ruckus going on with Pietro Pellegri. He is wanted by several clubs, and I know I mentioned Liverpool and you don't see them in this list anymore. Well, they offered I think 1.8 million for Pellegri, which is ridiculously low. But at the same time, he is in his last year of the contract. He won't sign a new contract. He is only valued at 1 million. And he is unhappy because he is now thinking that I won't sell him to Liverpool. And of course, Liverpool is a big step up for him. And I get that, but still, I don't want to lose my top striker. So I tried a lot of things by negotiating with Liverpool, a loan back clause, a future sell clause, whatever. But they were quite stubborn and weren't even willing to pay like 4 or 5 million for him, which is insane. So as a result, they have backed out of that negotiation, which has upset our good friend Pietro. Now before he went all berserk on me, I had to try and come to some agreement with Pellegri himself. The verdict of that is, after a lot of negotiation, and he was also stubborn, as was Liverpool, let me just say it, the verdict is that if another bid of 2.5 million comes in, I have to accept that. I mean, I don't even mind because it is clear that he wants to leave and it is clear that I won't get more money than that for him. But of course, when that bid comes in, I will try and tweak some things to make it financially more interesting for Lusitania La Rosa. I mean, it is clear that he is leaving. I might as well at least try and do that. One more quick thing before we head into the Pinafil game, since I am pretty sure that I will lose Pellegri this transfer window, I kind of anticipated on that by bringing in another extra striker on loan. Say hello to Martin freaking Petkov, a Bulgarian international, 20 years old, 3-star current ability, a possible 5-star potential ability, and he is quite the player. If you have played FM for the last couple of years, you might noticed him. He starts the game at Levski Sofia. He is, I think, the biggest talent there when you start with that club. And he is an awesome player. In this save, he went to Atletico Madrid for 3.5 million guacamoles. Of course, he didn't play there. He got loaned out to Vallecano. And that is why we are able to bring him in on loan. This guy is part of Plan Pellegri, as I would call it, because I think, or I am quite sure, once again, that Pellegri will be leaving us this summer. So I am starting to think what to do to replace him. I think this guy is a pretty good start. He's a decent player and he can play as a pressing forward, which Pellegri can't. So even better. Who needs Pellegri, right? No, I'm kidding. Pellegri was by far, or is still by far, the best striker we have at the club, and it won't be easy to replace him. I think this guy is at least a pretty decent start, and I'm just going to see what I am going to do with the money that comes in should I end up selling Pellegri. If I'm going to save the money for next season maybe, or maybe even the winter transfer window. or sign a replacement right away. I am not sure, and we will probably find that out later this episode or in the near future. Now, with all those transfer shenanigans out of the way, we are ready to face Pinafil at home. I don't think we have any injuries or suspensions. Nope, we don't. So without further ado, this is the team to face Pinafil. Centurion in goal, Andre, Fas, Knight and De La Fuente as our back four, Borges and Gilmore in midfield, Barreal and Diego Raposo on the wings, and new guy Petkov and Pellegri, of course, as our striker duo. Here we go. Maybe one more thing before we head into the dressing room. Our good friend and warrior in goal Centurion is wanted by Sporting Lisbon, and I don't like this because there is 1 week left in the transfer window. If an offer comes in from Sporting, I am pretty sure he will act the same way that Pellegri did. He will be unhappy if I decline the offer, and I don't want that, certainly because he is our team leader and our captain. So I wasn't planning on signing a new goalkeeper, to be honest, and I am not sure what to do if Sporting gets the offer in. We will see about that. First, let's head into the dressing room. Encourage the players, give them a moral boost. Yes sir, don't mind if I do. Nobody cared. Kickoff game, let's go. 20 minutes in and not a single highlight. Let's ask them to get creative. Because wow, we are half an hour in and nothing has happened, to be honest. There we go, first highlight after 34 minutes. Pinafil with the ball from the back, but it falls to De La Fuente. That's an awesome ball to Barreal. Can he keep it in bounds? Yes, he can. Skips past the man, crosses it, and Pellegri heads it over the goal. You might argue, why are you still starting Pellegri? Because I want to score goals. That's why. New highlight, corner kick with Gilmore, but gets headed away. Gilmore gets a second chance. Awesome cross. Falls to Raposo. Ooh, Barreal with acres of space and scores his second goal of the season. Good assist by Diego Raposo. Let's look at it again in the replay. And we are by far the better team so far, so that's good, right? Gilmore with an awesome second cross. Gets headed away but falls to Raposo, and then on the edge of offside, Barreal puts it away in the far corner. Good stuff. We are 1-0 up after 40 minutes of play. New highlight, Barreal with the ball on the left hand side. Diego Andre tries to go for the overlap, I think. There we go. Borges to Gilmore. Gilmore, awesome opening to De La Fuente. Can he get a cross in? He can. And ooh, Pellegri. Petkov in the rebound. Barreal. Second goal of the day, third goal of the season, assist by new guy in town, Martin Petkov. Replay please. Gilmore with the awesome opening to De La Fuente, crosses it. Pellegri can't score, but Petkov gets the rebound and decides to, bam, give it to Barreal, who slams it in. Good stuff. We are 2-0 up just before halftime. There we go. Shots wise, shots on target, possession, you name it, we are the better team. Anything we say overcomplicate things? I will try and just encourage him, I think. There we go. And team talk and start the second half. Ooh, we have an injury for Barreal, and that is no bueno. Potential groin injury, ouch. Let's see, what is he? I think I don't really have that much of a choice. Let's put Conceição on the left wing. Confirm sub. Let's praise him while we are here. We are almost 60 minutes into the game. Not a single highlight has appeared in the second half. Let's keep an eye out for fitness levels. Wrong side, Jochen. Here we go. Diego Raposo. Let's first have a look at the highlight. Pinafil to start from the back. Viri kicks it away, and it's a pretty good ball actually. Ooh, okay. Centurion is still awake and collects the ball around the penalty spot. What is he going to do? Rolls it out to Josh Knight, who is also wanted, by the way, by Sheffield Wednesday. Diego Raposo now has some room, cuts inside, but can't really find a teammate. There we go. Borges from range, maybe? I would say it's time for a ranged Borges goal, wouldn't you? Raposo, De La Fuente, and ooh! What the hell was that? Doesn't really matter. Francisco Conceição scores his first goal of the season. New assist by Hernan de la Fuente. Let's have another look because I'm not sure what happened there. Raposo passes it to de la Fuente, crosses it. Petkov, I think, hits the keeper, but then I'm not sure why de la Fuente is getting the assist. Doesn't matter, we are 3-0 up. Pause game, please. First of all, let's also praise them. There we go. And let's make a substitution. I know the highlight already started, but who cares? Raposo is starting to get low on fitness. Let's put Fredriksson on the right wing. There we go. New highlight, Conceição gets the ball to Borges. Borges once again. Thiago Andre, a lot of space. Can he cross it? He can. And Pellegri. Oh, Raposo. No, sir. Conceição again to Thiago Andre. Someone give it to Borges. He'll just blast it in. Oh, sweet lord. Okay. Is that a corner kick? I am pretty sure it is. Fredriksson has come on the pitch for Raposo and Gilmore about to take the corner, but the highlight ends. Almost 85 minutes in, let's have a look for our last substitution. Let's bring off Billy G for Patrick Berg, shall we? There we go, continue game. 5 minutes left, let's praise him for what it's worth. And as you can see by the match stats, total domination of Pinafil has happened. There we go. Lusitania La Rosa 3, Pinafil 0. Shots 25-7. Awesome stuff. Barreal with 2 goals, of course. Man of the match. Tell the boys did well. Yep, there we go. That was game 1. Another transfer saga about to happen because Fabio Raimundo is the top prospect of last year's youth intake and Benfica have made an offer for him. Of course, I have simply declined it. By now, I have also offered Raimundo a new contract because I really want to keep him. I think because he is under 17 or something, they can simply sign him and we get kind of a compensation fee, but I don't want that. So I am eager to see what Raimundo will do when Benfica offers him a contract because I'm pretty sure they will. We will see what happens probably in this episode. Now let's move on to our redemption game against Kazakhstan side Tobol. As you saw in the last game, Barreal got injured and he will be out for about 3 weeks. So that's not good news, but at least we have some backup players which we didn't have when we started this new season. That being said, the squad for the redemption game, Centurion in goal, Jorginho, João Pinto, Knight and Alex Pinto as our back 4, Berg and Gilmore in midfield, Peralta and Conceição on the wings, and Petkov and Pellegri as our striker duo. No need to look at their squad because I don't know anybody. Let's go to the dressing room, tell the team, yep, there we go. And team talk, let's start our redemption, boys, let's do this. First highlight after 4 minutes. Tobol with the ball, but João Pinto intercepts. That's an awesome ball to Petkov. 1-on-1 almost, oh, with the keeper, and he scores his first goal of the season, our new star loanee, I would call him that. Assist by João Pinto, awesome stuff, let's have a look. João Pinto steals the ball, and Petkov on the edge of offside, but manages to go through and just, I think the keeper maybe should have done better, but who cares, we are 1-0 up after 4 minutes of play. Second highlight after 9 minutes, a throw-in, falls to Petkov, Jorginho gets it back, has some room to go forward but puts it back to Peralta. Berg now to Billy G, ooh, inches wide of the post. 15 minutes in, let's do our first shout, nope, let's look at the highlight, Gilmore with the free kick and ooh, João Pinto is having quite a career game you might say. After the assist, he scores himself. Assist by Billy G from the free kick. Let's have another look. There he goes. Bam. And João Pinto. Ooh, I thought it was a header, but no sir. Simply uses his beautiful feet to make it 2-0. New highlight. We are 20 minutes in and we are 2-0 up, so I might as well praise them. That's an awesome cat-like save by Centurion. Let's praise the boys. Highlight is still going. Billy G. Wow. Awesome ball to Pellegri, who has a lot of room to move, but that's a bad pass. Berg intercepts and puts it to Jorginho. Passes it to João Pinto. Man of the match so far, that's for sure. To Josh Knight. And I would say that's a bad pass, but Conceição manages to reach it. There he is again. Oh, Alex Pinto goes for the overlap, but doesn't quite get the ball. Berg to Pellegri. No, that's not Pellegri. That's Martin Petkov, and he scores his second goal of the season. And if I'm not mistaken, is it the second of the night? I think it is. Doesn't matter. Let's have another look. Conceição to Pellegri. There's Pellegri. Passes it to Berg. Quite a simple pass to Petkov, once again on the edge of offside, and then with a really simple touch, makes it 3-0. Almost 35 minutes in and a new highlight appears. Jorginho with the throw into Petkov, gets it back. Can he get a cross in? Puts it to Patrick Berg, and holy smoke balls. We are 4-0 up after not even 35 minutes of play. That's what I'm talking about. Let's look at it again. Jorginho with the throw-in, gets it back from Petkov. Simple pass to Berg, who is all alone, and of course, he likes that and puts it in the back of the net. 4-0 at halftime. We are really dominating this game. We have 70-30 possession almost. 10 shots to 3. I like. Tell the boys they did well. Don't mind if I do, Marco. End the team talk and start the second half. Almost 10 minutes into the second half, and let's praise him again, since we are 4-0 up and 5-1 on aggregate. Not a single highlight has appeared in the second half, and let's maybe do our first substitution, because I am guessing some people are starting to get a little bit tired. Billy G, for example. Let's give Brenton a shot, and maybe also, because I can't afford losing another winger, let's get Fredriksson once again on the right-hand side. First highlight of the second half, after 72 minutes, a free kick with Patrick Berg. And, are you kidding me? João Pinto, man of the match, there is not a single doubt about that. Second goal of the season and of the game. Assist from the free kick by Patrick Berg. Now, he does use his head, so he can do it all. We are 5-0 up. Highlight now for Tobol, free kick at their side, and quite a similar goal. Adil Askarov, assist by Elivelto. Good stuff, because it's exactly the same goal as we did a couple of minutes ago. Okay, 5-1, I can still live with that. We are almost at the end of the game. One last highlight, maybe a corner kick for them. But Knight clears the ball and the highlight ends. Another highlight for us, Jorginho with the throw in to Peralta, and Fredriksson heads it over the bar. The final seconds of the game are ticking away. And I think this will be it. Yep, there we go. La Rosa 5, Tobol 1. Redemption, check please. Although, shots-wise, they still managed to get 11 shots in. Okay, tell the boys they did well. Yep, I absolutely agree. Continue. Well, only 3 days left in the transfer window, and so far, no offers have come in for Pellegri. So, I'm not saying he will be here for the rest of the season, but it is a possibility, although I am still pretty convinced that on deadline day, stuff will begin to move. In other news, Benfica have indeed offered a contract to Fabio Raimondo. They did exactly what I thought they were going to do. If the deal goes through, and I can't imagine that it won't, we will be paid £450,000 in compensation. Probably in 10 years or so, this guy will be what, like worth 40 million? Doesn't matter, there's nothing I can do. I offered him a new contract, but I am pretty sure he will choose Benfica over us. If we have a look at the schedule, we will be back before November, because November and December, it's World Cup time, baby. We are going to Qatar for a separate World Cup coverage episode. But before that, we will be back once more. I'm not sure though which games we will be covering then. Because the European Cup, we are entering a group stage. That's all I've read, but I have no idea who our opponents are and when the games are, so I can't promise you anything as far as games go for the next episode, but we will be back probably somewhere in October. So guys, that was it for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please leave me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Football Manager videos. If you want to find out if Pellegri is staying for the season, there's only one thing to do. Stay tuned for the next episode. I thank you for watching and I will see you very soon.